Wait, I forgot what to do. Oh, escape rope. I forgot. Or what? Yeah, pretty. What's up? Let me see. Thanks for the luck. What's up, Jay? How are you? You're well, that's good. I'm doing alright. Not too bad. Appreciate you asking. Yep, just chilling. Oops. I almost forgot how to play this game. I gotta get back in the groove. I haven't done this in like 2 years. Doing any hunting today or just chilling? $30K for Carp and $25K for Roamer. Laffer's better shine at 604 resets. Well, to be fair, I already have the Carp. So that hunt is done. Yeah, the Roamer's pretty high up, but we shouldn't be too long. I mean, I took a break for it for 2 years, so it kind of feels fresh now. Yeah, they do look nice in these games. I'm not really worried about the laughers, to be honest. I mean, I'm just doing it because other people like to see the hunt, really, to be honest. I'm just doing this on the side just to have something to do. No, I didn't get any of the beasts in Hard Gold or Soul Silver. Yep. This was still my first time. Just not far in the game yet? Wait, what do you mean by that? It's always been like this. Oh, you're talking about Soul Silver. Oh, no. This Soul Silver is an old file. I already activated the roamers. I wasn't even thinking about doing the roamers back in 2016, so that's kind of why I'm not double hunting it. If that were the case, I'd be double hunting it, but yeah, I can't. Unless I get another Soul Silver. Did a little earlier. Decided to randomly grab your old Game Boy SP from a drawer. It'd be sitting forever. Got to charge it. Had itchy power in sometimes, but it works fine. So got another system hunt. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Good luck, good luck. Do, 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 do. Yeah, but it's not optimal at all. You have to beat the Elite Four. Not only do you have to feint the roamers that you want to see, you have to beat the Elite Four, and then it reprograms them. And I'm not doing that every single time. That's like a major waste of time. It's not going to be worth it in the long run. You're going to burn out really quick doing that. But yeah, you can do that. But no one's going to do that. Oops, press the wrong button. It's to improve speed. That's why I turned them off. I can do it for the Lapras, obviously, because it's fast. And I'm only finding one of them. Yeah. Yeah, Gen 4 games are great. What's up, Rich? Yeah, work, dude. Thank you for the good looks. Thank you, thank you. $32.13. Not bad. I'm off today with the kids, so you'll be around for the next 30 minutes, but until naps are over. Oh, right, for sure, for sure. Right on, right on. I will be here. Like I said, I'm here earlier. I'm going to try to make that consistent if I can. Except for tomorrow, since I got to work, but it's fine. Had to take advantage of the time by shoveling the stupid ice since today is the first day above freezing in like 3 weeks. But you already know all about being up. Yeah, for sure. I have a problem with that as well. But I think it's supposed to be warmer, so I gotta hurry up and get all that done, so I don't have to worry about it just piling and piling. And turning into ice. So annoying. But yeah, I know about it. Very well. Yes, hi, Josh. Yeah, you guys weren't even here, except for Rich. Ronan was, like, literally the only person I feel like in recent chats that knew about this hunt. Really. Yeah, Ronan knows all about this hunt. Yeah, this is old news to him. But yeah, you new guys, you don't know anything about this one. I did this for a year. But thanks for the good luck. Had to shovel that stupid mailbox area around the mail. Yeah, that's crazy, yeah. It started on Roamer Week 2, actually. It did. It actually did. I honestly forgot about that. It actually did. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, I really want to get this at least finished so I can get to the next one. One second. Would you hunt for the second roamer in this game in the future or focus on other roamers? That's a good question. I'm going to go for the second one. And how I'm going to tackle that is, you know, I know it's kind of crazy to do this. It's very risky. But, like, let's say I get Entei first. I reset the game, you know, do all that stuff until I get to this point. If I run into Raikou first, I'm just going to reset without seeing the second Entei. So I'm just going to try to only get Raikou encounters. Which I know that's, like, very, very risky, but I think that's what I'm going to do. Oh, give me a sec. You could just target and hunt the one specifically if you were so inclined. I want to see what I get first from this one. If that's what you meant about this specific hunt, I do want to see what I get first, and then after that, of course I'll go from there with the plan. But I do like I don't have a specific. Oh, for the second one. Yeah. That God, I can't talk. That was the plan. Was just to like I said, if I find Entei first, the second file that I make, I'm only gonna target Raikou. But yeah, no, I see what you mean. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense to target both of you. Just yeah, I got you. Yeah, but yeah, that's kind of what I meant. I don't know if I worded it differently or wrong or weird, but yeah, that's basically what I meant. But yeah, it would make sense to target just one if you needed both. Yeah, it's probably the fastest way overall to tackle the second instead of seeing both. A lot of people do. Yeah, so that's basically what I'm going to do. Yeah, if I get Entei, then I'm only going to see Raikou encounters. If Entei happens to pop up first, I'll just keep going. Or I can do, like, Hanger's Way and just check the nav and, of course, get the specific one that I need, if possible. But I don't know. I'll see what happens when I get there. I just got to focus on getting this first one before I even think about any of all that. You know? I want one. At least one. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be the plan. Definitely not going to look forward to seeing both when I do this the second time around. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense to see both, and I just get double Entei. That's if I get Entei first, or double Raikou if I get Raikou first. Yeah, it just wouldn't make sense to risk it by seeing both every single time if I could help it. That's why doing the Lottie is going to be really nice in this game. Just doing the Kanto Lottie in this game. Hanger still needs to go for both, doesn't he? On his roaming journey? He still needs to get both Latios, correct? Or does he already have Latios? Because I know he's doing Latios, but I'm not sure if he has Latios. I was honestly trying to catch up to him. But that's looking really rough right now. Oh, he still needs both? Okay. Yeah, it's going to be hard to catch up to him. Because he has all the Gen 2 roamers as well. Yeah, it's going to be hard to catch up. I'm playing catch up. To be fair, his Entei took a while, too. I think he got 2 phases. He had 2 phases. I think he had 2 Raikus. Or 3, I think. No, not 3, 2, I think. At least. And he phased for a shiny Vulpix. Because he forgot to use his Repel. That's because he only does roamers, and we waste time with other hunts. Oh, yeah, no, for sure, yeah. But, yeah, no, he was putting in mad hours with his hunts. I can't imagine doing that long for roamers. But, no, he was locked in. So, yeah, it makes sense that he has all of them. Oh, shoot. Messed up my movement. Oh, really did there. I wonder if there's any, like, cool low percent hunts that I can do after this Lapras, because this game is pretty lucky, so I want to test my luck. I may do headbutts for a Heracross. You know, just as something to do. I think that'd be pretty cool. I don't know if they have the I don't know if it's easy. I think headbutts should be easier in this game, right? Because I know you can calculate. I know there's like a site where you can pretty much put in your trainer ID and it can determine what Pokemon has each tree. What headbutt tree gives you. But I would imagine, because I don't know for sure, but I would imagine they improved it in this game. Maybe. But if I were to do another hunt after I get this Lapras, if I do get it shiny early, that's what I would want to do. I'd probably just go for a Heracross, or I'd go for a Yanma, or something like that. Or do an egg hunt, maybe. May do an egg. I don't know. I have so many options. I was doing the starter before Lapras. I was doing a Kanto starter in Professor Oak's lab. I think I was going for Bulbasaur. So, I don't know. I can probably go back to that. Headbutt Heracross? Yeah, Headbutt Heracross. Yeah, Jinx. That's another good one. I think that's just Gen 2 issues. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason why they wouldn't fix all of that or improve on it. Of course. So yeah, definitely probably not the case for these games. So I think I should be fine with whatever I hunt. You'll admit you're not 100? Oh, no, yeah, no, you're fine. Yeah, it's all good. I can check. It's all good. It's not a big deal. If that is, I mean, if that is the case, I mean, there's a lot of trees to test on anyway, so I don't think it'd be, you know, it won't be that crazy. And I can go for the birds if I wanted to. I don't think I got the birds yet. I think I may already have gotten all the birds, but if I didn't, then that can be another hunt that I can do if I wanted to. Yeah, I got a lot I could do. I love how I get the 1, 2, 3, 4 experience. There we go. The Entei. Honestly, I'm surprised I don't even have one of these done yet. Not the Lapras, obviously. But as much as I hunted these, I'm surprised it took me this long. This was all after getting a starter really early, too. This may end up like the Magikarp, honestly. I think if I go to 30,000, I think that's going to be the point where I probably see one of these. For sure. But yeah, it's going to be a while till I get back to it, though, because I'm going to want all shiny starters. So I think I'm going to spend a lot of time getting the starters done in this game. Because all I need is Totodile, but I may phase on something else, so... I mean, I always like that hunt. You know, the roulette. You know, honestly, I like that hunt, so it won't be too bad. I'm pretty sure I'll get a target. I'm pretty sure I'll get a... I'm pretty sure I'll get it done not too long. I mean, how much can I phase, actually, on that hunt before I even get my target? I'm sure I'll get it done pretty quick. Not quick, but you know what I mean. It depends, but I have faith. I have faith. How many hours was the Magikarp? 400... I want to say 420. Or 30. 425 or 430. Now, for the roamers, maybe similar. Like, if I were to estimate it, it's definitely around there as well. That's how long your Gen 2 Raikou was? Was that when you were still doing Mahogany? Because you guys found out a new method, didn't you? Was that Gen 2 Raikou an old method that you did? Or did you fluctuate? Like, did you improve on the methods as you were doing it? Kind of like how I went from, what was it? Pewter City Gatehouse to Dex checking. Like, was it something similar to that? That Raikou hunt spanned, like, 4 different types. Oh, I see. Gotcha. Okay, kind of similar to, like, me. I see. Because I think I started in Celadon, like that little Celadon gatehouse. Then Pewter City gatehouse. Then the Dex checking. Yeah, kind of little similar. Yeah, Raikou was hunted 4 years, essentially. Damn, dude. Yeah, I really do. It's probably because, like when you... I don't know how to say this. I guess I'm trying to say as the methods improved, the time got better. So even though it was 4 years, like, I guess a couple of those years was due to, you know, before you found out the new methods, I'm sure. Probably. That's what I'm thinking. But now the method that you have, like, you're checking Gen 2 roamers, like, hella early. Like, last year's roamer week, I definitely took a glimpse at what you were doing. And, yeah, you're getting Raikou really, really fast. So... yeah, you were definitely locked in on those methods and improving the amount of time. 5100. 4332. Yep, exactly. The average encounters per hour for that Raikou kept increasing. Nice. I think it ended up being like 30.5 an hour. Okay. Yeah, now where the average is 40 an hour, basically. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah. So, in the end, you found out basically the best way. And I appreciate that because now people like me can go into a Gen 2 roamer and essentially save so much time. So, yeah. Definitely appreciative of the methods. Because definitely going to tackle a Gen 2 roamer. Like, that's no question. I think I'm going to do, like, all roamers. Like, I'm not specifically only doing roamers, but obviously since I've done so many roamers throughout the years, you know, it'd be wrong for me not to do a roamer in any game that I play. So at a certain point, I'm going to do every single roamer, basically. So, yeah, Gen 2 is definitely on the agenda, obviously. I mean, that's a no-brainer. Especially if you get that many an hour, like, why wouldn't you? Yeah, fast and easy. There's nothing to the method at all, just going in and out of the door. That's the funny part. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like Gen 3 in a way. Because I remember you guys had all kinds of methods, like the poison feign out method and stuff like that. I think you still do that. But, yeah, I remember the poison feigning thing. Mahogany, all that. I wasn't paying attention very closely because I wasn't doing the hunt, but I was seeing a little bit of something. You know, I was seeing the process. And it was interesting, the kinds of methods that you guys did beforehand. And this may sound crazy, but I kind of want to roam them in Crystal as well, if I can help it. Because I'm probably going to get bored in Crystal and want to do them. So, you know, never know. May want to do them in Crystal as well. Can't beat the moving sprites, so... may do them in Crystal as well. I'm crazy, so... I may do it. That's a Gen 2 method, yeah. Poison feigning out. Gotcha. Yeah, that shouldn't be too crazy. At all. Yeah, I can't wait to tackle the Gen 2 roamers. I feel like that'll be a fun time. Yeah, you do, yeah, do them in Crystal. You have both roaming shinies in your, Crystal file. Yeah, yeah, I'll do it in Crystal. But I think there was... I don't know if it was you or Hanger, but I think it may have been you, but you were saying something about the Crystal roamers. About it being better to do it in gold and silver. But... even if that was the case and is the case, I'm still going to do them in Crystal, I'm pretty sure. I'll do them in both. But I think I remember someone saying something about it being something in Crystal. I don't know if it was not really optimal or a problem or something. I can't remember. It's just faster to do your very first one in Gold and Silver if you never found any of the... Okay, gotcha. Okay. Alright, right on. Right on. But yeah, nonetheless, lots of Raikou and Entei being hunted throughout the generations. Like, they are the face of roaming. They're the staple of roamers. Like, whenever you think of roamers, you think of these. So, yeah, it's only natural. Like, you can roam these in 3 different generations, which is crazy. And you can do them in Coliseum, too. Not by much. The difference is 50 per hour versus 45. That's nothing. I don't see that as a big difference at all. I mean, of course it is a difference, but I don't even see that as crazy, man. Yeah, no. That is totally fine. I kind of compare that to Ruby and Sapphire versus Fire Red and Leaf Green. Because, obviously, the 50 per hour... I mean, obviously you won't get 50 per hour unless you're like... No, I don't even think that's possible to get 50 an hour for any of those, but I'm just saying in the context of what you just described, like the 50 per hour would be obviously the Ruby Sapphire roamers, and then 45 would be the Fire Red Leaf Green. So basically what I'm saying is that there's really not that much of a difference at all. Because you'll get more per hour doing roaming Lotties than you would Fire Red and Leaf Green roamers. Sometimes that may not be the case, but still, you know what I mean? Still pretty close. But yeah, we're going to lock into... Oh, that was quick. We're going to lock into Latios tomorrow. Of course. Yeah, we're locking in the roamer. We're probably going to see a roamer this month. I don't know which one. Funny enough, it may be one of the Fire Red and Leaf Green ones. That'd be hilarious. Because I would say the most chance that I have of seeing a shiny roamer would be this game. But watch it be the other ones that I spend way more time doing. But yeah, I'm excited. Oops. I want to continue to pop off, you know, we've had a good time in Sinnoh so far, so... Time to get some roamer luck. Yeah, nice to be back in good old Johto. I only have one Pokeball? That's funny. 1, 2. Yeah, I'm gonna have a fun time when I get these shiny. It's gonna be really nice trying to catch these because whenever it comes out of the ball, you see those beautiful sparkles. So I'm gonna have a good time when I see one of these. I can't wait. And I'll definitely turn on the animation for them so that they actually move. Give me a sec. Alright, for sure, for sure. See you when you get back. Rich. Alright. Keep going. I gotta hydrate. Hold on. Out of my way. This old man, dude. Oh yeah, I gotta make a... I gotta send a message right quick. Kind of wish I had the Game Boy sounds on this. Not that far yet, obviously, but it'd be cool hearing nostalgic Gen 2. Brr, brr. Man, Hargold's letting me down, man. Hargold needs to pop off, dude. This is the last shiny that I've seen in this game. That is the last one. That's the only shiny that I have. Wait, hold on. Oh. Lurking? For sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah, we're still locked in. I mean, February is just a vibe. It really is. You know, after February, I'm still gonna want to do this, I'm sure. But I'm glad that February I can just lock in. You know what I mean? February I get that power up. So but yeah, it's really nice. Because I did Sinnoh for like a whole year last year, so it's nice to come back to this and have like a roaming schedule. Oh, excuse me. How much do English Heart Gold Soul Silver cards go for these days? 500 bucks? Kind of close to it. I would say 250. Let me see. Oh, boy. I almost don't even want to look. Let's see. There's one for 170. That has to be legit. Yeah. 170. That's the highest that I'm seeing. One's for 150. One's for 130. Yeah, I'd say like around, yeah, around like 130 to 170. So the value hasn't really gone up a lot since, like, I guess a couple years ago. But yeah, it's basically 150 for the box, or it in a box. Now, brand new one, sealed and graded, that's probably like more than $1,000. I'm sure. But yeah, I see like 170 is the market value for it, just the cartridge. But with the box and accessories, you're looking at like 200 plus. I see one Pokemon Heart Gold version, Nintendo DS NFR sealed new, is 600. So that's like, that's less than I thought. So maybe not. I don't know. I know Emerald was like $1,000 for it, like brand new sealed. So I don't know. Hold on. Let me see. Pokemon Emerald sealed and graded. $3,000. There's one that's $5,000 for Emerald sealed and graded. Let me see. Pokemon Heart Gold sealed. Yeah, there's one for 900, one for 600. There's one for $1,000. Damn, Emerald's more. That's insane. Oh, there's one for $2,000. PSA 9.8 sealed. Heart Gold for 1,800 basically. So yeah, no, they're always expensive. But the cartridge only, about like 170 at the highest. Still expensive. I use store credit on mine, so I got lucky. I got mine for like 100. Maybe like 110, but I use store credit for this, you know, the gaming store I go to, or the retro shop I go to. So I had the deal on Heart Gold and Soul Silver. For Soul Silver, it was less because that was before the market boom for these games. So Soul Silver was pretty cheap. I think it was like 70 bucks. So I got really lucky with the Soul Silver. Heart Gold I had to pay more for. The recent high price Pokemon game that I paid for recently was this. Emerald. With the sticker, I guess you can say, still intact. Not damaged at all. And authentic copy. You can tell by the little squares on the side. Authentic copy of Emerald. Use store credit for this too. If I didn't, I'd have to pay an arm and a leg. But yeah, all my Pokemon games have the stickers on them. Ruby, Sapphire. It's kind of damaged with the Ruby because I put it in and out so much. Yeah, I put it in and out. But yeah, they all got the stickers on them. I have to have the stickers on them. Some about it. And Platinum. Platinum was also expensive. But yeah, they're all expensive. They're all authentic copies. And the only Gen 5 game I have currently is White, too. I may get White, Black, maybe. I don't know. But we'll see. What's up, Beartick? Yeah, Rome. Yeah, we're Rome. He said that's sickening. Just to stare at a box art. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how the market value just went up. Apparently, these aren't even the favorite generations. If we want to go by people's taste. You know, I'm going to get pretty controversial here. Everyone loves to suck off Gen 5. Why aren't those games as much as these? If it was such a highly regarded Pokemon game, you know what I mean? It's like, why is Emerald way more? Why is Platinum so much? Why is Heart Gold and Soul Silver, which was Gen 4, by the way, almost $200? I mean, to be fair, Black and White is expensive as well. But compared to those games, yeah, they're like a couple hundred, like, not a couple, but like maybe 100, 500, I mean, not 500, $50 more. He said Gen 5 blows. I'm just saying, man, you know, people love to make ROM hacks and pretty much spread the word, have a good time, and it's, you know what I mean? They take off of Gen 3 and Gen 4. Gen 5 was so great, why don't you take it off of Gen 5 if it was supposed to be so great? Because I look at a Pokemon game, yeah, no, I know it has story, but I go by... obviously, the region, the pixels, obviously, the animation of the moves, the character designs, and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And then this, I mean, I don't want to jab at Gen 5 because it did have certain aspects that I could enjoy, but, you know, it just didn't, I just feel like it didn't really fit in a DS or a DS type of game, basically. I feel like if they started 3D in Gen 5, I'd probably like it more. Just the constant moving of the animations, I wasn't a fan of. The different camera angles, it was like, I don't know, man. In the UI as well, the interface of it all, just, I wasn't a fan of, you know. I'd rather the Poketch than what they have in that game. I don't even know what they even had in that game, but I'm a big fan of the Poketch. Like, whatever device that Gen 5 had was a massive downgrade. I mean, I mean, that's just me. That's just me. But in terms of price and value, Gen 5 should be like almost like for cartridges of Gen 5, if it was so great for people, it should be like almost $400 if that's the case. On a market value used. But that's not the case. It's games like these. It's games like these. These. Game Boy. You know? Different generation, but... yeah, man, let me see. Hold on, now I'm just curious. Because they may have gone up. Let me see. Pokemon Black. $80? Yeah, okay. You know, I rest my case. I get Pokemon Ruby for that much. Whatever, man. Oh, Beartick, Rich says hi. He's on YouTube. I'm multi-streaming, so you can't really see his messages, but Rich says hi. Diamond Pearl Platinum are the only English games you have. Rest are all Japanese. Oh, really? Okay. That is one thing about... hold on, let me lock in. Sorry. That's another thing, I noticed with the Japanese copies of these games, they're faster text. So I'd be saving a couple of seconds if I were to do these, or not these, but this roamer in Japanese. And in Gen 3 as well, I believe. But you don't really need fat. Oh, well, I don't know. You may. I don't know. I just know that Japanese games have faster text. There he is. Okay, you'll multi-watch for sure. I appreciate that. Thank you, Beartick. That's why you have them mainly? Oh, yeah. No, I understand. Yeah, there he is. Beartick. Good to see you, Beartick, man. Yeah, February is going to be an interesting month. Yeah, I had planned this out a couple months ago, so getting to actually lock in and do what I said I was going to do feels nice. And I'm glad I actually have a plan for one, or had a plan for once. And that just motivates me to go by it, you know, to abide by it. Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty fun. Yeah, that Regice was super quick. Because I remember I was lurking in Barrett's Extreme when he was doing Regice, and he ended, and I'm like, wait, hold on. And I go back to the VOD, he got the shiny Regice. Yeah, that was quick. Very quick. Yeah, that's a good hit. Oh, one thing that I do need to do before I start streaming, and this is the problem, I don't know why, I just feel like I'm having deja vu because I had this problem back when I was doing this hunt specifically. So I don't know what is going on. I don't know if it's the hunt, but every time, and what I need to start doing before I stream is eat, man. It's like every time I'm doing this hunt, I'm hungry, and it's just like I'm having deja vu because like three years ago, I can't believe it's been that long. When I did these, I was always hungry. I would never eat before I streamed, and I'm always hungry when I hunt these. I don't know why. It's my brain is just wired like that. When I'm doing these hunts, I just don't eat. It's super annoying. You give Hoenn a hard time, but you love the Reggies? You and Rich are kind of in the same boat when it comes to that, I think. Rich doesn't really like Hoenn as well either, I don't think. Yeah, roamers are man's work, yeah. Oh, no, Rich did say that. My bad. I thought Bearchick said that. My bad. Oh, no, I'm going crazy. That's why I told you I should have ate, man. I'll go crazy. Okay, so, let me see something. Because if I'm 10 repels deep, where are these things? Okay, they're still scattered. Okay. Yeah, because after I use so many repels, I start to, like, check, like, where in the world are these things? Was waiting for me to realize that? Yeah, no, I gotta start paying attention. You know what's funny? When I checked, Entei was the furthest away. That's funny. You just need to get them before you reset over the file to begin Ribbon Master shenanigan. Oh, okay, cool. Figure you shiny hunt them for content? Oh, yeah. Might as well. Yeah, my goal after obviously getting the roamers is completing my decks finally and working on my trainer card. That's also what I'm going to be focusing on in these games, in addition to shiny hunting, is not doing a living decks, obviously, but completing my decks and working on my trainer card. So, yeah, when I heard just now, or when I saw just now that you said you were going to do ribbon hunting, that kind of... I was like, hey, you know, I'm doing something similar. Not similar, but you know what I mean. A similar duty, I guess. Because that is a goal that I want to complete. Having never did it before in these games. I want to get the most value out of these games instead of just playing through the game and beating it. Because, you know, obviously, since I've been playing these for so long, put so many hours into it, thousands of hours into these games, there's still something new for me to do. So that's always nice. Might as well go for the living decks. We'll be playing this stuff until we're retirement homes anyway. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. A living decks could be a thing. It just depends, though. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if we're talking about trading up what we already have, or having a living dex for every single generation, because that could be a job for sure. But, you know, like you said, you know, we have plenty, anybody has plenty of time while they're still living to do a living dex. No matter if you want to do it in a certain generation and trade up, or do everything in a certain game. Kind of like I do. Like, my goal really isn't to trade up all of my shinies. It's to, like, if they exist in that game, I will hunt it. Kind of how you have Mew and not Mew, Mewtwo in Gen 1. If I wanted a Gen 4 living dex, if I already have a shiny Mewtwo in Gen 1, or Fire Red Leaf Green, I would just trade it up. But for me personally, if I can get it in the generation that I'm playing, I'm going to hunt it again in that generation. Kind of like what I'm doing now. Raikou and Entei. This is technically Gen 4. I'm going to have it in Gen 4. But I'm still doing it in Gen 3. Fire Red and Leaf Green. So if I had that kind of mindset of trading up, I would just do it in Fire Red and Leaf Green and trade it up, but I'm not going to do that. I don't have a problem double hunting. Not like, you know what I mean. What's the right word for this? Not for the process, but you know what I mean. Yeah, because, you know, double hunting, essentially, what's on people's minds is that, oh, double hunting, that means you're hunting the same thing twice. No. I'm essentially hunting it twice, but, you know, not at the same time, basically. That's just so hard for me to explain. But yeah. Once you retire lakeside to the Lake of Rage, you'll still be playing. Exactly, yeah. That's the lake that I want to be at. I need that Lake of Rage. Can't wait to play video games in the retirement home for real. Oh, yeah, no, that's what I'm going to be. That's what multiple people are going to be doing. Yeah, we're in a different age bracket than our ancestors. Not really ancestors, but our parents, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Our retirement's going to look very different from theirs. And, you know, we're going to have a pretty good time, we'll say. We have a lot of time to spend. You know, people love playing board games and stuff like that at the retirement home. I mean, it's not bad, but we have something way more to do when we're at that age. So, yeah. These games will still be here, so we have a lot to do. That's kind of the beauty of it. So yeah, living decks may be in the works. I mean, I know you're going to have your hard hunts, but eventually you'll get what you need. Whether that's Chansey in the Safari Zone, you know, whether that's Dragonair if you have the guts to do that hunt. At some point, you will succeed. Yeah, nothing in these games are impossible, so might as well. I'm just glad that I'm getting a head start now. This is kind of like the head start. Every Safari Week, you have a chance at Dragonair. Exactly. Or, if you just want to be a Safari-only hunter. Or if you just want to lock into that specifically. You'll get there eventually. Because a shiny Dragonair has been found. So, yeah, it's possible. You know, people find these low percent Chanseys, Tauroses, Kangaskhans all the time. So it is possible. Found but not caught? No, not caught, no. Not caught. So, yeah, it's a long journey. A very long one. But, not impossible. Just a lot of time. Yeah, finding it is half the battle. But I see the appeal in Safari. I may tackle it one day. Now, that's what I don't know if he did. I know, yeah, I know Oliver was the one to find it, but I'm not sure if he posted the VOD at all. Not sure. That's a good question. But to my knowledge, I don't think he did. But at the same time, I don't know if he posted the video. Yeah, that is definitely something worth checking. I know he's been popping off lately. Got a Shadow Raikou after like 5 years. Massive W. Now, he's like kind of the motivation that I needed for sure to go back to these, you know. You never know when the time will come. So maybe luck will be spread. Will be spread out. So yeah, I'm low key excited. Oh, this hurts so bad, man. My brother's cooking something, man. I smell it. Teasing me. Oops. But I'm going to stay strong. Definitely going to stay strong. What's up, Theo? How are you? Oh, nice background. This is what I love about Gen 4 is the background changes due to the day or the time of day. That's what I always love about Gen 4. Kind of makes you more immersed in the game. Yep, Raikou. Yeah, we're going back to Raikou. Honestly, that's the one that I want the most. But you know, obviously, I want both. But if I were to pick one, I want this one first. I wish I could see the sparkles. Yeah, like I said, February, we're going to be roaming all this month. Even on Roamer Week, of course. But for me personally, I'm going to be roaming all the month, for the whole month. Fast. Love the fast ones. Yeah. It's nice to be back to this hunt. Still gotta get in the groove of things, but it'll work out. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on 1 sec, I gotta fix something. 1 sec. Okay. Cool. Thanks for the shiny look, Theo. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm almost about to hit that 1,000 for the Lapras. All right, one sec. I really want shiny legendaries for your old games? You should. You should go for it. Ugh. What would you say your biggest shiny flex is? Like what shiny that I have? Or what I say my biggest shiny flex is? If I understand the question correctly, it's definitely getting a... I don't know, man. I definitely would say getting a shiny roamer would be a big flex. And just leaving it and not catching it. I think that's a big flex. Nah, yeah, I'll go with that. I think that's the biggest flex ever. Getting a shiny roamer and just not catching it. And just letting it roam. And you doing another hunt. And then... I mean, it won't happen because... Well, don't they stay? What game do the roamers switch routes after every few, like, encounters? I think that's Gen 3, right? You don't want to reset the games, they're maxed out. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that kind of is unfortunate. But there's always emulators, so... Either emulators or buying new games. I know that may not be in the budget for many people, but there definitely is ways around it. I have an emulator on my phone, so realistically, if I wanted to, I'll just replay on my phone. Just wish trading was available for DS. It is available for DS. Why would it not be? You can still trade and battle. It's just that you got to be on a private server. Obviously, it's through the DNS settings, but there is still ways to trade and battle on Gen 4, even though Nintendo Wi-Fi is down. Yeah, that's why I mentioned the server someone made. Yeah, I would definitely look into that, Theo. Gen 4, I thought they switched out after beating Elite Four. No, I mean, like, there's... I don't know what generation. I don't think it's this one. But there's a generation where the roamers will move if you battle enough Pokemon. I forget which generation. I want to say 3. Because, like, let's say I didn't use Repel, but this roamer was in the area. I can find many different random Mons, and the roamer will still be in the route. But there is a game, I'm thinking it's Gen 3, where you'll run into, like, a good amount of random Pokemon, and it'll just move to another route. I forget what generation that is. Gen 2 roamers can move routes at 1 in 16 chance per wild encounter. Other gens never move. Oh, okay, so it was Gen 2. Okay. Okay. That's crazy they used to do that, because I remember it doing that. So it was... Okay, so it was Gen 2. Gotcha. Okay, never mind. Never mind. So, I don't know. I still think it is a pretty big flex that that you just don't catch it. You see the shiny roamer, run away, save, it'll always be shiny, and just not catch it. I think that's a big flex. If I understood the question correctly. Yeah, you sent it on routes and hit a Raikou before. Yeah, that's just a flex overall. That's just a flex, not even a shiny flex. That's just a flex in general. So it being shiny definitely would be a big shiny flex for sure. And we're gonna get the shiny right here. No, damn. That'd be crazy if I called it. You think I'm cheating at that point? Damn. Just think, the last shiny that I found in this Heart Gold was the starter at 1,100. And I'm 25,000 seen for the next hunt that I do. I haven't hunted or attempted to hunt anything else after I got that starter. I went straight to this. Man. Isn't that something? That'd be very tough in Gen 2. Oh, for sure. Yeah, most definitely. Very, very tough in Gen 2. Because it's the only shiny that I have in this game. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. Are you also streaming on TikTok or YouTube? I am also streaming on YouTube. I'm most likely going to make a TikTok to stream on, because I've seen other streamers do it, and it seems like not a bad idea. Now, I will probably only use TikTok for that, specifically. I'm not a big TikTok guy, but if it means getting myself more out there, I mean, I guess why not? I'll test it out. And honestly, now would be a good time to do it since I'm doing roamers. I mean, you know, it's not every day that you stumble upon a streamer that's doing a shiny attempt on a roamer. That's like not common at all. So I think it would pique people's interest. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I most likely will. I just got to get off my lazy ass and do it. You thought about it, but having the idea of how to even get started there. I think you have to have 100. I think you have to have 100 followers. Ivy, what the hell? Dude, Ivy, thank you for the sub. That's on Twitch. I didn't think you had Twitch. But thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. You're usually on YouTube. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, honestly, yeah, enjoy the ad-free experience and the Twitch emotes. All Twitch emotes. And the sub badge. The egg, what will it hatch into? It only hatches into one thing, but, you know. But thank you. Man, I love throwing the Pokeball at it, just only if it was shiny, man. Alright. But yeah, how are you doing, Ivy? How are you doing today? Or whatever time it is over there. Because we definitely don't have the same time. Maybe very late there. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it feels good coming back to this. But yeah, we will be in rotation. So, of course, we'll be doing what you guys have been seeing me do for quite a while. After the Sinnoh hunts is do Latios and Ralts. So that's on the agenda for tomorrow. I'm glad I'm going to be able to do more... do more, but I'll be able to spend more time on them. Because I'm kind of flying through the encounters with the Lati. So putting more time into it, definitely... More seen is better. And that's what's going to happen. You're usually on the YouTube app. On the TV as it's lazier. Yeah, it's all good. You're doing good. It's 9:44. Oh yeah, no, I thought it was late. Shiny hunted a Pick-a-Peck SOS method and got it at 173. Nice. I'm not sure what is that? Pick-a-Peck. What is that? That sounds like Gen 7. No, that's Gen 6. Well, it debuted in Gen 6, didn't it? No. That is Gen 7. Oh, that's the one that evolves into the into Toucan Sam. Okay, cool. Nice. Yeah, the starter bird from Alola. Yeah, I knew it was Gen 7. It sounded like Gen 7. No, you didn't spell it wrong. No, it was the right spelling. I just didn't know what it was. But that's because I didn't really... I played Gen 7. I just don't remember much of it. But yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, the one that evolves in Toucan Sam. Nice. Yeah, all the regional birds look great, but this may be controversial to say, but the one that I like the least is the Gen 5 regional bird. I'm not a big fan of Pheasant. And to be fair, not really Noctowl as well. No, Noctowl is up there. It's just not high up there. I respect Noctowl, though. It may be because of nostalgia, but it's a hard tie for me for first place being either Staraptor or Talonflame. Yeah, surprising. It has to be... Yeah, I feel like it depends on the day. I would say Talonflame is 1 for me. Then Staraptor's 2nd. 3rd being Pidgeot. No, I'm sorry. 3rd being Corviknight. Corviknight is definitely up there. So, 1 Talonflame, 2 Staraptor, 3 Corviknight. Then 4 Pidgeot. 5... Noctowl. 6 Pheasant. 7 I'd probably put Toucan Sam. I'd probably rate it higher though, Toucan Sam. It just depends. And then 8th being whatever they have in Scarlet and Violet. Since I can't even remember what it was. Am I missing a generation? I feel like I'm missing a generation. Obviously, 1 was Pidgeot, 2 was Noctowl, 3 was... Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot 3. Damn. I have to do my list all over again. I forgot 3 was, Swellow. Swellow I would put above Noctowl. So whatever I rated Noctowl, I'll bump it down in replacement of Swellow, because I really like Swellow. Swellow's a really good design. Not my favorite, it's just decent. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I forgot about Swellow. I don't know why. I was just put on the spot. I almost forgot about Swellow. But no, I would bump Noctowl down from wherever I had it in replacement of Swellow, and then whatever else I had would be where I had them. Yeah, Swellow left the chat. Not on purpose. It's quite fun. Colors. So you went for... Oh, no, it's definitely colorful. Very colorful. And, I forget what move that it had, but it hits like a truck. I forget which move, what flying move it had, but it had a pretty good moveset. Obviously, you can't really look at Toucan Sam before and say that, you know, you don't compare it, but yeah. It's pretty nice. I like the intense look that it has as well. But it is colorful. But yeah, definitely Unpheasant and whatever Gen 9 had would be the least favorites of mine. But to be fair, I did use it in my playthrough of Gen 5. Just wasn't a fan. I like Deerling more. I know it doesn't have anything to do with flying types, but it did have different forms, so... I know Unpheasant had a gender difference, but if I wanted a difference to go for, definitely Deerling would be my favorites. And the Saws Bucks. I can't even believe I remember the names. I feel like they're so forgotten about, too. It's like, you haven't even probably heard their names unless you watch, like, content creators. But, yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon that are forgotten. But to be fair, it's kind of hard to juggle around all of them, since there's so many. But a lot of Pokemon have been forgotten. Like Natu, Xatu. No one ever talks about them, ever. It's mostly Gen 1 mons, or whatever's new. Like, no matter how old Gen 1 is, they will always stick it in your face. That's why, most of the time, if I'm ranking something, I kind of leave Gen 1 out of the equation. Because it's just, like... You know, when you have a generation that starts at all, it's never going anywhere. But they'll forget about the generations that followed. Which I don't ever understand. It's like Gen 1 has massive privilege. Do you know how I can get the Genesect event in Black and White? Absolutely not. I don't even know how to even get Surf in Gen 2. I mean, Gen 5. Yeah, Gen 5 is the generation I know the least about. And 4. I mean, not 4. Damn, why did I even say 4? I meant to say 6. But no, I literally do not know half of what I should know in Gen 5. Definitely do not. Sorry. That is definitely something that you're going to have to look up. I wish I could help. Because, you know, I'm all about helping. I really am. But unfortunately, when it comes to those generations, I know nothing about it. But I will shiny hunt in it one day, to be fair. It's just that at this moment, I don't know. Because I will be hunting in Gen 5 for sure. I mean, just because, you know, I don't have that as one of my favorite generations doesn't mean I'm not going to shiny hunt in it. Especially when I want to tackle the shiny lock epidemic. Well, not really an epidemic, but, you know what I mean. I'm going to... I guess you have to mod your DS in some way. Like, you're not hacking, but you're pretty much taking the lock off the shiny lock. So I'm going to do that and then tackle the shiny locked legendaries. Which, to be fair, are only 2. You know, it's kind of funny that Zekrom and Reshiram are, I think, the only ones that are shiny locked. But Kyurem isn't. So, like, the little box art trio, you can still shiny hunt one of the box arts. Well, Kyurem itself isn't a box art. It's the fused Kyurem. But it's still Kyurem in name, but you know what I mean. You can shiny hunt the Kyurem, but not the Zekrom. That just never made sense to me. That's kind of like shiny locking Groudon and Kyogre, but not shiny locking Ray, which they did in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So I don't know. That was so weird of Gen 5, but when I go back to Gen 5, definitely gonna mod my DS to the point where I can freely hunt them, as well as Yveltal and Xerneas. I will go back to Gen 6. I will. Sadly, I will not be playing Legend ZA, but I will go back to X and Y and shiny hunting those. So yeah, I got a lot that I want to do, but that's just letting you guys know what my future plans are. Because just the fact that they shiny lock them and then there's a way to unlock it, that just motivates me to just hunt them alone. That alone. Because it's like, you're not going to tell me that this is not huntable. I'll I'll bypass all that BS just for a chance to hunt them. Any reason for not doing ZA? One, I don't have a Switch 2, and second, I don't know. I'm just not in the mood for new Pokemon. I guess I'm just old. I'm a Scrooge or something, but I don't know. I just feel way better in these older generations. Yeah, I mean, that's how it sounds, and that's, I guess, what it is. I'm just a boomer. I have a way better time hunting in these. And playing them. I mean, like, not even just for shiny hunting, just, like, playing them. I just feel at home. I don't know. Something about, like, the new Pokemon game. I don't know, because I did play Sword and Shield. And the DLC was the most fun I've ever had in years playing Pokemon. So, I don't know. I have no idea. It's just things need to catch my eye. And, yeah. I don't know. I just have a different taste. To be fair, I just like watching people play. Now, I will watch people play it, but me playing it myself, I probably won't do. But yeah, I don't know. I just love these games. Totally understand that. You play ZA and you think the strongest part of the games are the characters. I can see that. I can see that for sure. It did have it had some damn good designs. So, yeah, I can definitely see that. Oh, give me one moment. Oh, one sec. One sec. Sorry about that. I had to make an inquiry. Well, I made an inquiry. I just had to get back with... the person in charge. Let's see. But yeah, Ivy, I really do think for me personally, unless I see anything interesting to me, I think I'm just comfortable with watching people play. Because I do enjoy that. I mean, like, you know, just as far as me playing the game, it just needs, I just need to see more. I feel like, I don't know. Or need to see something specific. But I always will enjoy watching people play. I know Beartick plays ZA. I watch him all the time. Whenever he's live, I'm definitely in there lurking, watching him do whatever he's doing. I'm not sure what that is. But, you know, I'll watch. Because anything to me can be nice to look at. ZA stream today? Oh, that's what you're doing? Also, I don't want to steer people the wrong way. Because that is the Roamer Week logo. Right on the side. Right on the left-hand side of the layout. But this week is not Roamer Week. It's not. So I don't want to steer people the wrong way. It's just that that's what comes with the the title. And it is a thing. It's just not this week. So I think I may preface that often until Roamer Week does come up, which will be the 15th. Excuse me. How long are you streaming today? I'll go for like another hour. Because, you know, I average like 3 hours and a half, 4 hours, depending on how I'm feeling. What was your first Pokemon game since you love the older ones? Oh, I mean, you could definitely tell. You can definitely tell if I like these games what my first Pokemon was. Well, maybe not, because I could allude that these were my first ones, but it wasn't. I started at the golden era, I guess. That wasn't really the golden era. That was the I started at its infancy. To be more specific, I started with Pokemon Red, of course. I started at Pokemon's infancy. Started with Pokemon Red. It was my first Pokemon game. Yours was Pearl. Okay. Turtwig was definitely up there for your favorite. No, yeah, Turtwig's good. Turtwig's good. Swadloon is your favorite. Swadloon. Is that the ostrich? Oh, let me see. That's Gen 9, isn't it? Oh no, that's not. Oh, that's the grass. Yeah, that's the Gen 5 bug that evolves in a Leavanny. Wait, didn't Leavanny have a new form in Legends Arceus? Or am I thinking of something else? Oh no, I'm thinking of something else. Hold on. Give me a sec, guys. One moment. Alright, sorry about that. Don't know why I like him. He's just great, round and grumpy. Yeah. Yeah, definitely round and grumpy. I must be thinking of another Pokemon. Oh, it was the Gen... Oh, it was the Gen 7 bug. That's the one that had the new form in Legends Arceus. I was thinking it was Leaf Annie for some reason. I don't know. They kind of looked similar, so I thought... I don't know. Oh, it had a pre-evolution, too. Oh, so it was kind of like Wurmple and Weedle. It was kind of like the Wurmple and Weedle of that generation. A little bit. Yeah, the invisible streamer is back. Alright, give me a sec. I gotta organize. Hold on. Do. But yeah, Rich, I'd say like another hour and a half. You know, why not? Yes, that's all it takes. I hope so. Let's see. Uh-oh, someone's calling me. Oh. All right, sorry. Yeah, the grumpy look for Swadloon. I thought it was a swan Pokemon, or this swan Pokemon from Gen 9. I don't know why. I guess because of the name. Alright. Just as you know, you'll be lurking now, hoping on Sun and Moon. Oh, hopping on Sun and Moon. Shiny luck. Good luck. Good luck, Ivy. Thank you for the lurk. Appreciate it. And thank you for the sub. Appreciate that a lot. Yeah, but have fun with the Sun and Moon. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, we'll turn this up a little bit. How these feel after doing the fire relief green roamers last night? Oh. I don't know if... I'm trying to think, because... I feel... I guess my response would be, I feel the same. Because I'm just roaming. I don't know if I feel anything specific. I think they feel pretty. I mean, of course they feel faster. I guess that's the only thing. They just feel faster, of course. Less work, obviously. Like way more laid back for sure. But yeah, that's the only thing I can really think of. Just faster. They just feel faster. I didn't know if these felt more fun or boring comparatively. Yeah, I don't think I've felt that, really. I'm just in a flowchart. I guess that's why. I wouldn't say fun, but I'm just so used to these that if it were boring, I don't think I'd be doing them. I don't know. No idea. But I'm just chilling, really. But, I will say, since doing other roamers, the other ones would take priority over this, I will say. Like, if I had the option to stick to a roamer, I don't think these would be on the list. Like, I'd definitely choose either the Lotties or... I would definitely choose a Gen 3 roamer. If I had to lock into one. Until I was done. Like, this is, like, very easily accessible. So, like, this is a hunt to never even think about rushing into. And to be honest, the shiny sparkles kind of carry, so yeah, I mean that's one of the positives about finding these shiny. But they show up pretty quick. I mean, I guess it would, I guess I would probably think it's more fun if I found one already, but yeah, I don't know. My perception can change, I guess. But yeah, not really. Don't really think anything different. Or any different from the roamers I'm doing already. Yeah, this is a, you know, more carefree type of hunt to me. Now, what I'm really looking forward to doing, because I never done it before, is Sinnoh roamers. I never hunted a Sinnoh roamer ever. So I guess it's only in the context of if I've done it for a while or I'm first getting into it. Because when I was first getting into this, I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was fun. But being in it so deep, it's kind of like, you know, clockwork. You know, it's just a flow. Obviously, you know, there's Gen 4 mechanics that I love seeing, like the day and night cycle that I do enjoy while I'm doing a hunt outside. So that's pretty nice. So it's like a combination of all of that. And the themes. Can't forget about the themes. They're really good. So yeah, I may be biased in certain areas. Oh yeah, no, that's definitely fair. That is definitely fair. Like Gen 3, you definitely put way more work into roaming than, let's say, Gen 4 for sure. Even Gen 2, you put in more work, I feel. Like, you're more working towards finding the roamer in Gen 2 and 3 than you would be in 4. I believe. But, yeah. But no, I could see that. I don't mind doing them in Gen 3. But there's like a different charm about them in each generation. So, I can find that charm and just be locked in. And that's what I like about them, or that's why I'm glad I actually gave roam hunting a try. It gives me something to really look forward to. For roamer specifically, Gen 4 last? Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, most definitely. Gen 4 last. Yeah. It's a little too easy to hunt these. To the point where most of these other hunters have done this hunt at least once. But they will never touch Gen 2 or 3. So I know what you mean. But I'm the exception. Doesn't matter what generation a roamer's in, I'll roam it. I'll roam hunt it. So I guess Gen 4 in a way is my freebie. Oh, you changed your name? Or is this another account of yours? But I like that name way better. Johto Josh. It should have just been Johto Josh, but I like that name way more. Way better than Jizzy Josh, I'll say. But yeah, I guess that's how I think about it, Rich, is that Gen 4 is kind of like my escape and, you know, taking a little break. But when the time comes to lock in, I'll lock in on 3 and 2. Or when I eventually get to 2. But definitely locking in on 3. But this is like, it's my kind of freebie. Johto Josh was taken. Damn, that sucks. The multi-house Gen 3. Oh, I'm sorry. The multi-gate house Gen 3 Fire Red Leaf Green roamers seem pretty common. The multi-gate house? The multi-gate house. Oh, are you talking about Celadon? Oh, just multiple games with Waybird. Gotcha. It's pretty common. Oh. Out of all the times that I've been on Twitch, I haven't really seen people roam hunt in Gen 3. I haven't even seen multi-games with the Waybird. There's only one person that I've seen did do that. And that's Beetle Binky. He's like the only one that I've seen really do that. I mean, there may be some others, but yeah, I don't really often see people doing Gen 3 Fire Red Leaf Green roamers at all. Or if they do, they don't finish it. I don't know if I just wasn't checking hard enough. That probably definitely is the case. But yeah, not I haven't seen it that common where I feel like I should have. But yeah, they definitely tackle it with the multiple games and wave birds. If they were to. They definitely don't do Deck Check. Yeah, because the ones that I've seen do the Fire and Leaf Green roamers, they either stopped or... yeah, they just stopped. Or they'll probably just do it offline or something like that. I don't know. Because I should be able to, like, name you people that have done it or are doing it. Because I definitely would know who. Like, streaming-wise, besides myself and Beartick, I haven't really seen people hunt roamers. Or Fire Red Leaf Green roamers. There is another hunter. I think they go by Lively Bailey. I think they're doing a roaming Suicune. But that's the only person. Anybody else, I don't even know about. I can't even name you anybody in like the last few years besides Beetle that have done Fire and Leaf Green roamers. I mean, I know Gung did. Gungnir. He found his shiny Suicune. But yeah, that was it. I think the only ones that are currently... I mean, I know Rusting did for a while. But I haven't seen Rusting in a while. So, yeah, I don't know. It's pretty tight-knit. Not sure about live, but if you YouTube search for Gen 3 Fire Red Leaf Green roamers, you'll see a decent amount of them. Oh, really? Yeah, I may have to do that then. Live, there's some Italian dude doing them, double hunting. Really? Okay. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, it's probably because I just haven't looked hard enough. I gotta look harder. Most definitely have to look harder. Yeah, Pewter Gatehouses, the original. I'm so glad I graduated from that, to be honest. I will admit, me personally, I'm glad I graduated from that. Graduated past with flying colors. Yeah, man, I would hope that's the case after doing them for 2 years. I would hope that's the case. You teach the teachers now? I don't know if that's the case. You're still finding innovations, so... Man, teaching the well, I could definitely say putting in the time. That's all. That's all. But teaching the teachers, I don't know, man. I don't think I'm that great yet. But I can teach. To be fair, Beartick can as well. Beartick's got it down. Rusting's got it down. Yeah, a few of us, yeah, we're qualified. Some of us are qualified. I would say some of the, you know, us new schoolers. Because I know Beartick had some sessions. Or some lessons. So yeah, man, we're out here. Dual roaming with dex checks is still beyond your capacity. I think you could do it, man. I had said the same thing to Rich back when I was doing one dex check and I was doing the other gatehouse. He was like, you should try double dex checking. And I remember I was having such a hard time with it. And then, like, after a while, that was, like, just the standard. And that's just how it's been ever since. Nah, man, I think, man, if I can do it. I mean, I don't want to belittle myself, but man, if my dumbass can do it, you definitely can. Yeah, Rome approved. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Rusting can as well. Rusting does the same thing. He does double pewter, not pewter. I said pewter. Rusting does double pallet dex check. Yeah, it's definitely doable. You'll struggle at first, but definitely you'll get the you'll get in the flow of it, I'm sure. But that's if you want to do it. If you're more comfortable just doing one, that's definitely fine. But I'm just saying the capability of you doing two, you definitely can. It just takes a lot of paying attention, I will say. It's true you had a rough first stream duel fishing Dragonair, but eventually got the muscle. Yeah, it's just all about muscle memory, really. Damn, I found both already. Damn, that's kind of hard to believe. But yep, that's all it takes. Yeah, I'm going to be roaming for a while. Oh, shoot. Oh, I was on the right path. Okay. The only thing you guys need to add to your Suicune hunts is biking straight to Route 2 after flying and then dex checking on the route. It's a minor change, but hitting those feels so good. No, Rich, I do that. I do that with my Suicune. I definitely do that with my Suicune. I just don't do it for Entei. Because I'm doing Entei and Pallet. But no, I do that for Suicune. I mean, you can check out the VOD yesterday. I was doing that. I most definitely was. It's just when, you know, I check the route and it's not there after going straight to Route 2. I just go in the house and then re-roll and then check. But no, yeah, for the most part, whenever I fly back to, or fly back, when I fly to Viridian, I go straight to Route 2. Now I'm now I'm realizing how much more I watch your Entei than Suicune. Yeah, man. Yeah, no, I was like, I do that. I've been doing that. No, it's all good. It's all good. Thanks for the shiny look, puppy. Appreciate that. Oh yeah, no, I definitely do that. No, that was like my process ever since you told me to. I've been doing that all the time, doing Viridian. Like I would slip up like the first like week, but after the first week, I was doing it like nothing. Like that's just implanted in my brain now. I just don't do it for Palette, obviously, but yeah. Yep, yep, after fly. Most definitely, yep, after fly. Every time. Yeah, Rich, you were about to make me audit myself. Because I'm like, have I not been doing that? I don't want to feel like I'm going crazy. Okay. Okay, well, Barrett needs to adapt to it. Well, if he wants to. It's not significant or anything, but adds a little spice, most optimal. No, I would say so. Like, me doing it, yes, it does. I can attest to that. Of course. But yeah. But no, Barrett will see that. I mean, he's listening. He's listening. But yeah, no, I will say that those Route 2 hits, like, going right away and seeing it, and actually hitting it is really nice. Yeah, those hits do feel nice. Oh, no, we're not talking about the gatehouse. No, we're talking about, like, right after you activate the roamers with Celio, take the boat all the way to Vermilion, and then flying to Viridian. Every time you fly to Viridian, you don't even dex check. Just go straight to Route 2, then dex check. Like, you're not even checking if it's nearby after you first get to Viridian. You just go straight to Route 2, then dex check. Because you have to think about it like this. If we did it beforehand for Pewter, which I can attest to, whenever I would fly to Pewter, I would always do a quick check, even without the dex, you know, hitting Route 2, and you would get it sometimes. So if that's the same process, but now you have the dex, you know, you can actually potentially hit it and not even have to check. I mean, it saves you a couple seconds, basically, you know, and it may be on Route 2 because it has a certain chance of always just being there, you know what I mean? After you hit the fly and do the boundary. Oh, you can try that this month? Oh, I thought you've been doing that, Bear. I don't know. You probably haven't. I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking anymore. I thought you always did that, but yeah, now you know. Yeah, you can definitely do that. All right. Yeah, just about every scenario you be bike to Route 2 anyway. Yep. There's one scenario where we go south to Route 1, and there's no loss by going to Route 2 because if it hits Route 1, you just double back. Yeah, basically. Yep. I've had that happen. I think if I'm comprehending what you said correctly, sometimes like when you check Route 2, it'll be at Route 1. You just go straight to Route 1. Because since it's already there, it's just gonna double back, you know. Or I'm sorry, not double back. It's just gonna bounce, basically. So, let's say, for instance, you're in Viridian, you don't dex check, but if you were to hypothetically dex check, and it was on Route 2 already, obviously you can't hit the route where it's already at. So, when you hit Route 2, it may just go to Route 1. And basically, it's just going to bounce. So if you're on Route 2 and it's in Route 1, you know, obviously, when you go south, it's either going to go one of two ways. It's either going to go to Route 22 when you're in Viridian, or it's going to go back. It's going to shoot up to Route 2 when you're in Viridian after you know, do the boundary, whatever. So from Route 2 or Route 22, wherever it's at, because, you know, we don't dex check, it'll just double back to Route 1. Since that route is free for you guys. And then you will meet because it doubles back at Route 1. That's pretty much the process how it goes. I mean, that I've hit that all the time. Even knowing that, you know, hypothetically, if it weren't on Route 2, if it was on 22 and I just fly to Viridian and I don't dex check, but that happens to be the case, and I hit Route 2 and it's on Route 22, you go up to Route 2, obviously you won't know. You see it when you dex check, it'll be at Route 1. It'll just circle back to Route 1, basically, after you do the boundary. Like, obviously, you know, it doesn't really have many places to go. So, yeah, you'll hit it most of the time. That's if you don't hit the Route 2. Now, if you hit the Route 2, then you're just too good. So, yeah. But yeah, always bike to Route 2 after the fly. Basically. Or it could be in Route 22. Yeah, I mean, we all know the scenarios. So, if you hit the route, if you go to Route 2 and it's nearby, you still win. If you go straight to Route 2 after the fly, you just win, basically. So, yeah. What's up, Strizzy? Looks like I have the ability to choose someone's next hunt. Oh, no. Do you? I hope you're not talking about mine. Oh, no. Yeah, exactly. That's the perfect way to explain it. I hope so, because when I try to explain things, I try to get really in depth so people can understand. But I forget that I'm talking to roaming experts. I really don't need to explain much to you guys. You guys know the deal. If only there was a bike shop near Route 2, then we do the bike shop method, checking in Route 2 each time, like Ruby and Sapphire. Wait, you said if there was a bike shop method, checking in Route 2. Wait, hold on. If there was a bike shop near... Oh, near Route 2. Then we do the bike shop method, checking in Route 2 each time. Oh, right. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. No, that would be really nice. Oh, you didn't notice that 99k channel point redeem? Yeah, I had to change it because people were complaining. They were like, oh, 999,000 is too much. So I changed it. You're at 100k? Fuck. Go easy on me, man. There's a house near Route 2. You tried before, but it's a little too much. Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, you can always test it, you know? You know, you are the professor. You are, Dr. Giro. Yeah, you definitely will test it out again, I'm sure. Oh, shoot. There we go. You got too many long-term watchers. 99k isn't enough. Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought. I was like 999,000. Everyone was like, oh, that's too much. That's too much. So I'm like, whatever, man. I'll just lower it, I guess. But now that I hear from you guys that that's a little too easy, I may change it, you know, to something like worth the points, you know what I mean? Because, you know, if you choose an any hunt, that's like really very, very risky. Roamer week, a month is a great time to test. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, most definitely. And hey, if it works, it works. If you find something, you'll find something. If not, then, you know, we always have what we have currently, which is not too bad anyway, so. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, yeah, it is. It's not any. Yeah, I'm not making anything like that. You know, for me, I just wanted to just dedicate myself to hunting roamers for the month. Like, I'm not gonna make anything that I'm just not gonna make anything like that. You know what I mean? It's just it doesn't feel right to me. But, of course, I want to challenge myself. That's why I want to make it my own goal. Like, not an event, but more of a goal for myself. Although, a roamer month would be sick. Just saying. I would love a roamer month. But I decided myself I'm going to lock in. Yeah, I almost forgot how relaxing these are. I won't lie. These are pretty, like, you're in your element when you do these. Especially if you've done other roamers. Yeah, this is like I said, it's a breath of fresh air. After this week, you're going to roam as much as you can for the remainder of the month. Oh, really? Okay. That sounds good, Berchick. Yeah, that sounds really good. I didn't think you were even going to do that. That's good to hear. Yeah, since there's no real end time to the week, you got nothing better to do. I got you, for sure. Yeah, awesome. In full support of that. Of course. Oh, shoot. Okay, there we go. Your old top channel point redeem used to be stand up for 1 million. I mean, hey, understandable. Understandable. You might silent stream the Route 2 house method tonight, just so you guys have a VOD of it. If it does anything good, that is. Sorry, man. I'm slow right now. I might do might silent stream the Route 2 house method. Oh, the Route 2 house method. Oh. Yeah, man. I'm not all there today. But yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, definitely gonna watch. And of course, like, since you like you said, you have the VOD for it. That's a good idea, Rich. Yeah, for sure. That sounds good. Yeah, just, of course, testing in action. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, for sure. Just so that we know how it goes. Yeah, that's a very good idea. Yeah, the more we know, the better. By the way, 100 more till we hit 1,000 for the lappers. That's funny. Right, hold on. Let's see here. Yeah, better make that impossible to do, Strizzy. You make people work for that. Yeah, you better make them work for that redeem. That's kind of how I was thinking about my hunt, because obviously someone will give me something really crazy to hunt, man. So I I want to be very, very careful. All right. For a long time, I didn't even know this Lapras existed. I'm surprised a lot of you guys didn't know about this. This was like an old Gen 2 mechanic. It's kind of like Drifloon. They do events based on the day. Yeah, I knew about this Lapras for a long time. Yeah. This is oh shoot. Is this a Union Cave? After you get Surf, I can't talk today. After you get Surf, there's access to the basement of this cave, and there's two sides of the basement. The north side leads you to Ruins of Alph. The south side of the cave is where I'm at, and leads you to Lapras, and Lapras only shows up, I believe, on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I don't know, I may be wrong. But yeah, I'm surprised how many of you didn't know about this. Let me see. Let me see if I have the correct area. Let me just double check. Yep, Union Cave. Yep. See, right there, Union Cave. So on the south end gives you this specific area, and Lapras shows up on certain days, and the north area gives you the Ruins of Alph. And the Ruins of Alph spawn, the Ruins of Alph have grass. Obviously, I think people know where that's at because people want Smeargle. And that's where Smeargle spawns. And Natu. So, I'm kind of like the reverse of you guys. I didn't know that Ruins of Alph had grass. And I didn't even know that that's where you found Smeargle and Natu. But I knew about this, so... yeah, I guess... I guess we learned something new. So far for hunts people made you do with channel points has to be... oh, I'm sorry. So far hunts people made you do with channel points has been Rotom. That's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Gligar and a Curry hunting sword. Yeah, I don't think that's bad. You played a lot more Gen 3 and Gen 5 and Diamond Pro Platinum as a kid, but didn't like how slow it felt to level up for the E4 when you were too dumb to know how to win with a strategy. Oh, no, yeah, that's understandable. That's understandable. So you never really touched Gen 2. I gotcha. No, I love Gen 2. Gen 2 is like... Gen 2, actually... Gen 2, 3... I don't know if I want to say 4. I love Gen 4. Like, unconditionally. But the two generations that pretty much made me are Gen 2 and 3. Those two gens alone pretty much made me. Like, it consumed, like, all of my childhood. So, I mean, obviously that's why I'm still playing them to this day. But yeah, no, these made me. Probably gonna do more of your Gen 2 save off stream. You enjoy playing a lot more on your Game Boy Color. Understandable, for sure. Yeah, no, people shouldn't even have a problem with that. That's nice, yeah. I was thinking about doing some offline hunting too. But not for anything like crazy important. Gen 2 and 3 walked so Gen 4 could run. I could kind of see it like that, yeah. Because Gen 3 was innovative in a big way, but Gen 4 was, like, way more with the introduction to Wi-Fi, so yeah, for sure. I can see that. That's fair. Oh, wait, hold on. Did I... Okay, I did. Okay. Crystal is a beautiful game, though. I enjoyed its first playthrough when it came to 3DS Virtual Console. Oh, yeah, of course. Crystal's amazing. Crystal's always going to be amazing. Gen 4 and 5, can't forget Black and White era. Yeah, I love Gen 4. Gen 5 was kind of like, man, I was kind of thinking of... I wanted something else out of it, in my opinion, but it's whatever. I go with Gen 4. Personally. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Oh, no. I'm trying to balance it. There are some elements to Gen 5 you love, but overall you found it underwhelming. Same. Probably all hype that it has made you feel kind of flat. Same, man. That's why I don't like people hyping up stuff a lot. You know what I mean? We all have different takes. It's kind of like One Piece, man. It definitely is just like One Piece. Like, if you watch another shonen of the big three, and then the whole fandom wants to crap on every single, or the other big three, and say that, oh yeah, this is at the top, this had this had that, this had this, then you're gonna have like high expectations. If it doesn't meet your expectations on, you know, a pretty grounded level, yeah, it's gonna feel underwhelming. So yeah, no, most definitely understandable. That's the same thing they did with Gen 5. I'll be honest. That's why, you know, I could glaze 3 or Gen 3. I could glaze Gen 4. I just don't. I understand people have different preferences. And that's like half the battle, right? That's half the battle. Your faves are 3, 5, and 7. Personally, and you don't think I don't think I've met anyone else with that exact top 3. No, not really. I don't think you're gonna get people with that top 3. I feel like a common top 3 would be Gen 1, 5, and 1, 3, and 5, probably. Or 1, 4, and 5. I'm sorry, no, not even 1, sorry. 2. I'd say 2. Yeah, no, 2's like a lot of people's favorites. Especially with Heart Gold and Soul... Yeah, no. No, people's common top 3s would be 2, 5, and 4, I'd say. No, not even 4. 2, 5, and... 2, 5, and 1, I'd say. Probably, yeah. 2, 5, and 1. Or 1, 2, and 5. I'm sure. But you know me. For me personally, I always go 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4 is what I'm gonna stand by for the rest of my life. 3, 4, and 7 are your 7? Really? I didn't expect that, Strizzy. Honestly. You're gonna go lurk for a bit though. Good luck with the stream, and later tonight I got you with the thumbnail. Just send you the low. Oh yeah, no problem, no problem. For sure. I got you, Striz. But yeah, no, that 7 was very unexpected. Nice. Yeah, people's top 3s are always going to look different, I'm sure. Actually, now you have me curious. Rich, what's your top 3, man? I'm actually kind of curious on Rich's top 3. And Baratic, if you're still in here, what's your top 3, man? They're pretty much definitely going to be all different, I'm sure. And no pressure, just because I said that, don't change the ratings. be honest with yourself. Because I actually am very curious. You probably do challenge runs too much. Really appreciate the little things like Emerald, Black and White 2 having bosses with held items, and Gen 7 having Eevee trained any Pokemon. Oh yeah, no problem. I bet you loved Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, because that Elite Four, it definitely had that. We talked about that not too long ago. I think that we talked about that like yesterday or a couple days ago. But yeah, no, most definitely understand, Puppy. Crystal, Fire Red, Leaf Green, Platinum. Oh, I think, let me be more specific. I mean generations. What are your top 3 generations? Sorry, I should have been more specific. But, top 3 gens. Oh, I guess in that aspect, you're 2, 3, and 4 as well. Okay. Or I may be wrong. I don't know. Let me not speak for you. Yeah, I'd say 2, 3, and 4 is solid. But obviously, that may be a biased take. But no, for me personally, I think it's solid. 2, 4, and 3? Okay, for sure. Okay, so it was the same. Gotcha. Yep, that is definitely me. That is definitely me. Yeah, for me personally, I just think that Pokemon was at its peak back then. They had extra games as well. I think that's what really defined Pokemon for me. Because, with Gen 1, you had Pokemon Stadium, in Gen 2, you had Stadium 2. In Gen 3, you had XD and Coliseum. Diamond and Pearl introduced Wi-Fi and Pokemon Battle Revolution. Gen 5, it just had Gen 5 games. That's it. It didn't have any, 3D or anything. Also, it didn't have any spin-offs, to my knowledge. Gen 4 also had the Mystery Dungeon games. It's just... I just have all those factored in. I just feel like Pokemon was at the peak for those reasons. And I think that may be the underwhelming part about Gen 5 that Streezy was talking about. Not him personally, but taking from what he said, that definitely was I feel like one of the reasons for me personally that it was very underwhelming. I guess I just wanted more. I don't know. More could have supported it. Did I tell you I bought a copy of Ultra Moon at the swap meet for $1? No. I'm going to play through and see if you change your mind about the top 3 gens. Alright, for sure. Let me know if you do. Yeah, that's what's up. But no, you didn't tell me that. I've been meaning to play Diamond... I said Diamond Pro. You've been meaning to play VDSP soon. And hearing about the Elite Four indeed is a big part of why. Oh, yeah, no, you'll love it. Yeah, if you want a challenge, that definitely is a challenge. I know a lot of people are definitely still justified with their critiques of Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. But that is one thing you can never take away from it, is that it definitely had a challenging Elite Four. I didn't have a challenge that huge since Pokemon Coliseum. Because Pokemon Coliseum, I think, was built for competitive players. And XD to a point. Because Pokemon Coliseum was just one big battle frontier, in my opinion. I mean, that's how I would describe Pokemon Coliseum. It was just one big battle frontier. So yeah, that was literally the last time that I had a big challenge out of Pokemon. And then I played Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl Elite Four. I had a good time. I'm like, wow. I actually have to think. You know, while others were complaining about it. And I'm like, okay, get good. But those were more towards the content creators. I'm like, why are you gonna whine about hard battles, man? You make Pokemon for content, man. I know if you hate to lose, just beat them. Just get better. Not the casuals. I'll take it easy on the casuals. But the content creators, they get no excuse. Because I get that certain people just want to play Pokemon just casually. They just want to relax. I get it. But, yeah, me being pretty competitive back in the day, that was a treat for me. And hearing the music was really nice as well. Very nostalgic. And it was a nice upgrade as well. Yeah, I had a good time. Yeah, you wanted to find some blue rays to watch, and you found it. You mean complete in box under all the movies? Nice. Johto is a great region for taking things slow and exploring. Yes! The exploring aspect is very nice when it comes to Johto. Yeah. They even, not going too much into it because I know I'll just yap about it all day. But, I'm not sure if someone data mined the beta version of Gen 2 to completion or just made up basically their version of the region. But I will admit, I did play a ROM hack because there was someone that leaked the 1997 Space World demo. So we got a small glimpse of the region that we were going to play if it weren't for revisions. So Johto was actually, before the revisions, going to be called Nihon. Nihon is short for Japan. And it was going to be a totally different region than Johto. So someone, you know, obviously found that file, you know, leaked it, whatever. He got in trouble for it as well. But a lot more modders took that and made it a whole game that I actually played. So it was like a whole new region on top of, you know, already experiencing Johto. And I felt the same way. This is like so much to explore in a region like that. So it didn't, like, what I'm trying to say is that even if Johto wasn't the final product and they went with Nihon instead, you would still have a lot to explore. So, yeah, it was great. Yeah, that's what I love about Johto. Sounds awesome. Got to run, but wishing shiny luck. Thank you, puppy. And thank you for the shiny luck. Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you. Yeah, we're going to call it here in a couple of minutes. Because I do need to eat. Like I said, I was hungry. I locked in, though. But I can't hold out much longer. We're already almost going on 4 hours anyway. I did a good job, honestly. I'm actually very proud of myself. Yeah, it is just about that time. I hope Baratic's streaming so I can raid him. You believe he is? Okay, thank you. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, man, I really need to eat, but that is something that I need to fix in the future. Like I told myself, it's like every time I stream, I get hungry, and it's like, man, I hate that, man. And I'm just so locked in whenever I hunt that I'm not trying to even take a break, even though that probably would help, but I've taken a good amount of breaks. So, yeah, I wanted to save it till after, but I got to make it into the habit of, you know, doing what I need to do beforehand. Good stream. Might be on for the silent stream around 9. Sounds good. I do work tomorrow, so I may have to catch the VOD, but if any chance that I can't sleep or I say fuck this, then I'll be in there for sure. Worst case, I'll watch the stream. Oh, I'm sorry, the VOD. Because unfortunately, I have a work day tomorrow. Yeah, it's gonna go by so well. But thankfully, after that, I'm free. So. Oh shoot, it changed time in the game again. But yeah, we have all month. This is nothing compared to what the numbers that we're going to see when we're done, so. Yeah, we're just getting our feet wet. I want to get in the groove of things. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. I think a job of mine to do off stream is I want a lucky egg. So I think I may go hunt for a Chansey. Just, you know, any Chansey. And see if I can get a lucky egg out of one of them. I think that's what I'm going to be doing on my off time. If I get any shinies, I'll post them. Alright, that's gonna be it for me. I gotta go eat, man. But good stream. I grinded. And obviously tomorrow we'll be doing Latios. We'll be doing some Latios roaming. Appreciate everybody that stuck around. I'm gonna go ahead and raid Bear Tick. Alright, yeah. It was a good one. Thank you, Rich. Appreciate you. Yep, thank you, Ivy, for the sub. I know she's lurking. I appreciate the sub. Oh, you're still here? Oh, okay. Yeah, see you later. Appreciate the sub. We're gonna go raid Bear Tick. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for some Latios. Alright, guys, take it easy. I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'm starving. See ya.